Hey everyone, it's Brian from Puente Hyundai. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the 2022 Hyundai Santa Fe Calligraphy. Now, what we're going to specifically be looking at is going to be the climate control system and all the features that you can use on the vehicle. All right, everyone. Now, taking a look at the climate control on the 2022 Santa Fe Calligraphy. Now, you're going to notice that everything is lined up in a perfect section for you, and realistically, a very easy manner to be able to touch every single button on the column. Now, something you're going to see is there's going to be a big climate button on the right corner. So we're actually going to press that. Now, once you press that, it'll actually show you on the screen everything that you need to know about the AC. Now, granted, you don't necessarily need to press that in order to turn anything on, but it's just nice to know that you can press this button here and it'll show everything on the screen. So just to kind of give you an example as far as what you can do with the AC section, you're going to have both on the left and on the right indicators for your own personalized AC system. Meaning, if I, for example, like my car a little colder, then I can push down on this icon and it'll show you on the screen that your temperature is going to be going down. Now, right now, the car does have it in sync mode, which means that whatever I do on the left must happen on the right. But if you wanted to take that off, so for example, you're with somebody in the car, you're on a trip, and they're a little colder, you can press unsync, and then everything that you do on the right side is now not necessarily needed on the left side. So you have your own AC system for each side. Now, if you wanted to, again, all you would do is press sync, and it'll completely change the AC on the right side to go with whatever the driver has on the AC system. Now, in order to turn off the AC system, that's going to be the first button you see on the bottom left, which is just the off indicator. So what I'm going to show you now is I'm just going to press off, and everything on the screen turns off, as well as the AC system. Again, in order to turn it on, all you realistically would need to do is either press down on the section in which it shows you hot or cold, or you can press the little fans that are located right next to the off button. So either one, it'll turn on, and then you just keep going up with fan speed, and then you go down using the smaller fan. Now, on the screen, it will show you what you have on. So if you have AC on, it'll show you AC on there. Now I'm going to press AC here, and once I turn it off on this, the screen's AC symbol does kind of dim. So that's how you know something is on and off. So again, I'm going to press it on here, and you're going to notice that on the screen it does turn on. Now, if we keep moving forward, you're going to see that the auto button shows up. Now, the auto, what that does is it'll actually change the fan speed automatically to keep the certain temperature on in the vehicle throughout the whole process. So it'll continue to keep it up like this up until you get to a certain temperature inside the car, and then it'll slowly start to slow down. Now, you can control that, and you can actually go down on those levels of auto if you wanted to. But if you wanted to just control it yourself, all you would do is you'd press either of the fans, and you'll notice how the auto adjust button turns off. Now, moving forward and going on to the right side, you have the front windshield defroster, which will basically just transfer all the air conditioning up to the front of the windshield to kind of, prevent it from getting foggy and whatnot. Now, you also have it on the rear as well. So you can press the rear, and then everything from the front will now go to the rear, or vice versa. Last one is going to be the two systems in order to show you where your air is coming from. Meaning, if you press this button here, which shows the vehicle and almost like a U symbol, that's showing you that the air circulating inside the car is the one that's going to be continuously circulating inside the actual vehicle. Now, if you look to the right of that one, you're going to see the same symbol of the vehicle, but now with an arrow going straight through. And what that means is that the car is circulating the air from the outside of the car in through the vehicle, and then it's expanding out of the car again. And finally, last one to finish this one off is going to be the system settings to show you which and where the air is coming through. So it'll actually show you on the screen how the air is being circulated using those blue indicators. So right now it looks like it's coming straight through, and you'll see that right now that I turned it one more, it'll actually show that they're all just going straight to the feet area. You press it one more time, it shows you that it's going from the feet and the front windshield. And then once more, and you'll see that it's going just straight through these front vents here. So again, that's all adjustable. That's something that you can do at any point, but just so that way you know exactly what you can control using the AC system of the vehicle. Now, lastly, because we are including it in the AC system, would be the ventilated and heated seats. So you're going to notice that on my driver's side, which are going to be the two left, you're going to see that the one side is blue, and if I press this side, one side is orange. Now what that means is that you have heated and ventilated front seats, and you have heated and ventilated passenger seats. So ventilated means that there is AC or cooling system underneath the seat itself that gives you cool air onto the leather surface of this specific trim. Now you have heated seats as well, which is basically the opposite. It'll make sure that your seat is nice and warm, and it's really useful, especially on cold nights, or just if you just prefer to have a warmer area. If you have any other questions on that, we also have one more feature, which is going to be the heated steering wheel. Now the heated steering wheel is exclusive to limited and calligraphy on the Santa Fe trim, and what that shows is an icon here with the steering wheel and symbol, meaning it's like a ventilation system. So when you press that icon, the steering wheel itself will start to warm up and just kind of give it more of a heated feel to it. All right, now taking a look at the main screen. Once you want to look at the climate control settings, all you do is you press down on this climate feature button. Now once you press on the button, you're going to see that the screen changes. Now you will see here all the different displays and the different features that you're allowed to see on the vehicle. Now on the screen, you'll see that you have the temperature for both the driver and the passenger. It will show you in this middle section the way that the air conditioning is flowing in the car. It shows you the fan speed, if you have it in auto or not, if you have the AC on or not, and if you have it in sync mode. So those are features all that you can control and you can turn on and off. So just to kind of give you an example, if you wanted that let's just say you wanted to turn off the sync, so that way the passenger can have their own AC, you would press sync down here, and then on the screen it'll turn off or it'll dim itself. Now once that happens, you can go up, or let's just say we're gonna go down to low on the AC system on the right side, so the driver can go higher if they want, and everything, you'll see even the light starts to change a little depending on the heat level. So again, that's something that you can control on here that will show on the screen. So let's just go down, for example, on the heat range. You'll also see that on the screen, it even shows you the lower the level, the less air conditioning actually gets sent throughout the vehicle. And it will show you that range here. So finally, just to kind of go over what you can see on the actual screen itself, you can turn off the AC feature and it'll have just a regular air conditioning system, but you want to make sure that the AC is on, so that way you are actually blowing cold air throughout the car. Lastly, it does show you on this corner right screen the outside temperature as well, so that way you know exactly how hot or cold it is outside as well as inside. On the right side of the screen, you'll also have the climate settings, so you can choose to turn those off depending on whether or not you like them on the vehicle. So basically you can turn on or off. If you press this button here, it says activate upon washer fluid use. So what that means is you can turn on the climate after the washer fluid is in use. It'll automatically turn on. You can also use the auto dehumidifier, or the auto defog, which is basically just getting the vehicle, whether it be the front or the rear, to defrost on the front or the rear of the windshields. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you have any questions or concerns about the things that we talked about in this video, please let us know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, guys.